What's up, guys? My gals, which this tutorial is for, I'm going to do eyebrows today because I'm sick of seeing just women with the most horrible eyebrows ever. Of course, we're in my loud bathroom again. I don't know why they attached the fan to the light, but it is what it is. So, I'm going to first say, if you want your eyebrows arched, you need to go get them done professionally first. That's my first suggestion. That's what I did when I was 11, and I've just kept my eyebrows up ever since. Yes, ever since. So I'm not here to teach you how to arch them, which is totally different. I'm just teaching you how to draw them in and just some basic rules of thumb. So my particular eyebrows are thin. The hairs are thin. They are not as long in length as they should be. I'm going to show you how to measure your eyebrows. So let me just get a little makeup pencil here. Your eyebrow should be from the edge of your nose, so that means mine should start right here to and it's 3 points, the edge of your nose, the edge of your eye, out to the edge of your brow. So let me be a little bit dramatic and just say, so that means this is my pencil. I need to take my pencil, kind of do a little edge and mark where my eyebrows have started. So you see like a little mark right here. This is not okay. To draw your eyebrows here and here. You all know what I'm talking about. You've seen it. It's not okay. That's not where they're supposed to go. I have my base on right now, so I'm not going to get all dramatic and draw on my face the ridiculous eyebrows that I've seen out. But that's where they're supposed to start, okay? Right there on the edge of your nose. Do a little mark. And on the other edge of your nose, do another little mark. Okay? This pencil, for me, it's a medium brown. I actually got it from Sally's. It's simple, it's easy, it's my color. You know, I'm frugal, I don't like the word cheap. I just like a good deal. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, don't use it. And if you have to pay the money for something good, then use it. So, I have my little makeup case here. This is also what I use on top of that. This is the NYC eyebrow pack. Mine is really old, but I keep it. And on one side it has wax, on the other side it has your powder, which is solid. And also I have an angle brush. Okay, see, it goes about an angle. It just helps you a little better. And I have a little saucer that I use from my kitchen, and I just put a little bit of water on here, maybe a couple drops. And I actually paint my face, so take a little bit of water. I just dab the tip of the brush very lightly. And because my eyebrows are already arched, of course I'm taking it, I'm just dipping it in the powder just a little bit. I don't even use the wax. The wax to me is whack. And I just start to draw in my eyebrows. Now what you might want to do is just tap off any extra powder, and of course with the brush, the angle, the longest side up, that's going to be to the inner side of your brow, and I just brush on my eyebrows where they should go, and I'm going to go all the way out to where my little mark was for the edge of my eyebrows. Okay? Now, here's the rule of your eyebrows. Your eyebrows should be at least 2 shades lighter than your hair, or 2 shades darker, depending on what your hair color is. So for me, my hair is black. I dye it black. It's black on purpose. So my eyebrows are brown. If you have blonde hair, your eyebrows should also be, I want to say, about a brown color. Now, here's another rule. If you have really thick hair, you only really need an eyebrow powder, which is like the NYC I showed you. And you're just going to kind of powder it in. You have really thick eyebrow hairs, you just want to powder it in. If you have really thin ones, you're going to be doing what I'm doing, which is you could possibly do a powder, just to kind of fill in. And you're also going to need a pencil. So here's my tip about brushing it on. For the Oh god, I lost my brush, so I have it back up. So for the middle of my eyebrows to the end, I'm just brushing out the way the hair is grown, okay? And for the closer to the front, I'm going up, okay? I'm just going up, and I'm filling it in, okay? Because that's how your hairs grow. You want to go the way your hairs are growing. Now, this is my pencil, and I've sharpened it. Sharpening it is good. So you want to also go up the way your hair is growing. Okay? And you do want to take it back now. When you overlap where your powder was with your pencil, your eyebrows are going to get a little darker. So keep that in mind, that you want to get a good clean balance and maybe not brush as hard or give like one little stroke. So I'm just not pushing down as hard. And remember to bring it down on the end. And your eyebrows should go from thick to thinner. Now some of you all have just no eyebrows at all. And some of you are going way too thick. So now I started with this, and you can go down also, kind of fill it in a little bit, and you have to decide whether you want a kind of a circle or just a square on the end. I recommend a circle. I think it looks more natural. Some of you all can't draw that good, but it is what it is. So I'll leave that up to you in your decision making. But I'm also going to say what I don't want to see. So since I pretty much have a natural arch, even my brush stroke is really, in my head, making little individual hairs. So you're just blending it all together. And you can see it's thinner here, but I'm also taking my brush and bringing it down and out. A little more powder. A little more water. I'm literally painting on the parts that are missing in alignment with the hair that I have and with the hair that I don't have. So I have hair here, I'm missing some in here. Okay, but I'm going to keep a straight line along the bottom. But what you don't want to do is sit there and kind of outline, and then fill in. You don't want to do that. You do not want to outline on the bottom, outline on the top, and then try to fill it in. Because those lines can be really, really defined, and in pictures they show up kind of dramatic, and you look crazy. So, this is what I was saying about some people that may need a pencil, a powder, and or both. So you might need both. Because here my eyebrows are present, and here I don't have as much. So where you don't have eyebrows, that's usually where the pencil comes in. And of course, you want to make sure that's what happens when your eyebrows are still wet. So you want to let it dry. So let me see. Just dab it out a little bit. Now the good thing about that being a mistake is that it is still like painting. So just like paint, you can work it out. So I'm going to let it dry, and I'm going to rinse off my brush and wash it. But you don't want to let that sit, because of course it's way too dark. It's way too condensed right there. So that's a good mistake. Keep paper towels in my bathroom. Now, even though I did that, I can still blend. I'm making sure you guys can see me. I can still take it and kind of maneuver it around my eye and blend it and pull it back, even though it was really, really heavy, because my eyebrow was still wet. Okay. So I pulled it back. I'm going to make sure I dry off my pencil, that it's not wet. And now that I know it's dry, I'm going to go back. And you can see it's not as dark. It has dried off. It's not as dark. I'm just going to go back and fill in my eyebrows. Now I'm kind of far away, so So what I would recommend is, of course, getting a lot closer to the mirror. I'm sorry. And again, remember it's supposed to come out to the edge. And really take your time. And again, when I'm doing it, I'm just doing upstrokes no taller than the natural line of my eyebrow. Now let's say it's time to get them arched, and you've drawn them in and everything's right, but you have little straggler hairs up top. You want to keep a pair of scissors. It should be in your toolbox, your arsenal. And you just want to set them on top of your eyebrows, kind of shave it down a little bit, and just trimming it to get that even edge on top where your eyebrows might be sprouting out or hanging off the top. And there you have it. I am in the middle of my makeup. Now, if anybody wants an explanation to this powder under my eyes, I am doing a full face, which I'm not doing that video today. But this is loose powder under my eyes that I'll blend in later, because a lot of people do eyeliner and it melts. So this is like deodorant. So since I was about to do my eyebrows, I'm going to stop there and do that and give you all that quick tutorial. And I'll do one more thing since I have you guys with me. This is your brow bone. There's a bone here. When you get your eyebrows arched, you'll see that they're actually a lot lighter than your skin tone. And that's your brow bone. That's where, to highlight your brow bone, you'll see people with a lighter color, either a gold or a white. I use white. And I just go underneath. That's the size closer to the camera. Underneath the eyebrow. Now, I usually do this beforehand and let it dry. And I use water when I apply my makeup because it makes it last longer. But I put it right under. And especially because the white is going to be lighter and you want it on there and your eyebrows are going to be darker. And once it's on there, if you go, where you don't need to go, the dark of the eyebrow is going to cover up the light of the eyeshadow if you kind of get it where it doesn't need to go. But that's also a base. And then once you do the rest of your eyeshadow, you want to blend it all in with a brush or your finger. But mine's wet, and what I do is I just kind of rub it down and do the rest of my makeup. So there you have it. Those are my eyebrows. And again, I'll do it because I can't take it anymore. Your eyebrows should not look like this. Okay? They should not be all up in here. Okay? That is wrong. That is horrible. So you can see it. That's not how it should go. They should not damn near be touching. Okay? The whole point of getting your eyebrows done, keeping them neat, is to make sure you do not have a unibrow. If your eyebrows are that close, you are tripping. You look a mess, and somebody is talking about you. So make sure your eyebrows are, again, spaced correctly. So let me make sure I hit my points. One on the edge of my nose. And the thing that people might be trying to do is illusionize their nose. If it's not a word, it is a word now. Because they're supposed to touch the edge of your nose, if you're trying to contour your face to kind of have a slimmer nose, there's another way to do it, which is just contouring your nose. But having your eyebrows damn near touching is not the way to do it. It looks crazy. And so all 3 points, I'm sorry, I missed the second one. So that's one from your nose, the edge of your nose up. So that's where I marked it. Your arch should be in the middle of your eye. I think it should be in the middle of your eye. From the edge of your nose to the middle of your eye. So that's about where your arch should be. And your third point, which is the end, from the edge of your nose, the end of your eye, to the end of your brow. And then, of course, if you have any spots you need to play with, get a little closer to the mirror and do it. So this is your point 1. Edge of your nose, edge of your eye. That should be the start. The middle is the middle of your eye when you're looking straight. I can't do it because I'm looking at the camera. That's where your arch should be, where your eyeball is, looking straight up. Edge of your nose, your eyeball in the middle. And the end is the edge of your nose, the edge of your eye, and the edge of your eyebrow. So again, my first recommendation is to go get your eyebrows arched professionally and then maintain them from there however you want to. Just keep going to get them done professionally. I razor still and I tweeze, so that's just my preference. I razor, I tweeze, and I use my scissors. But I've grown up in a house full of cosmetologists, so I pretty much know what I'm doing. So anyway, please stop wearing your eyebrows right here. It looks strange. If you have a unibrow, go take care of it. And if you're trying to get your eyebrows together, it just does take practice. Nothing's automatic. No one's going to be a genius that fast, but there you go. I'm going to get done with the rest of my makeup and enjoy my evening. If y'all have any questions or you want a specific tutorial, just leave me a comment and I will give it to you. So have fun in makeup land and practice, practice, practice. Make sure all of your colors match from your powders to your pencils. Make sure everything's matching, looking good. Okay? Bye.